What's up guys, Ronaldo here and welcome. Today I want to talk with you guys about power creep specifically because I've seen a lot of comments lately about the issue of power creep in Watcher of Realms, right? A lot of people are concerned that it's going too fast. There's too many new strong heroes coming out day by day. It's all about new heroes, it's not about new content. And I want to dive deeper into that specific idea, into that specific thought process that is going around the community at the moment with the power creep, and give you kind of my opinion and my experience with power creep in the past in other gacha games. So at first, what am I talking about, right? There's a good reason why people are concerned. That is, if you go take a look here in the arena, you see Ingrid on top, and then here you see Ingrid not played, but she's a very strong here as well. And then you see the likes of Veldern and Praetus, right? So, while I go over this, let's have some arena fights in the background, right? The thing is, really, that power creep is a must. First and foremost, power creep is a must. Without power creep, there is no incentive to keep playing the game. There is no reason for players to get a new hero when they already have the best hero. That's first and foremost set in stone. We all know that. The thing is, really, power creep can be done in two ways, right? It's either done well and it makes the game, or it's done poorly and it breaks the game. It either makes or breaks the game on how well it is done. And a good example of how power creep can ruin a game is basically if you have a hero that is too strong, right? A hero that is released way stronger than every other hero, then the power creep is going to become a massive problem for that game, because first up, you're either going to have players that have that hero. Let's just say they have a Silas with double the damage, for example, right? So you either have that Silas on steroids with double the damage, and people that have that hero will become bored. Either they will become bored because content is too easy, or you make the content harder so they don't become bored, but then all of a sudden everyone who does not have that hero will become frustrated because you either have him or you don't, right? So that's an example of where power creep becomes a problem. And I think that specific example, the first example where power creep becomes a problem, has been handled by Moonton very well with the release of Boreas. I know, Boreas has been nerfed, right? It's been their only real nerf, as I've remembered. And the thing is, release Boreas was just so much stronger than everyone else that it would have snowballed everything out of control, right? On top of that, right, you have to think, when that Boreas would have stayed the way he was, they would have had to automatically bring new heroes that are on par of that Boreas, because otherwise, let's say Boreas came out, right, they didn't nerf him, super strong, and then afterwards they release, I don't know, Magda, right? Magda is a great hero. So they release Magda. Who the heck would want to go for Magda when you have a Boreas, release Boreas, who has double the range and double the damage as he has now? No one, right? No one will go for that, and it would ruin the game that way as well. So it was a very, very important, basically. You gotta be kidding me, the auto run just is griefing me here. Alright, can we win this? Come on. Why is she swapping again to single target? It's okay. Anyway, so there's the problem, right? And that's why they had to nerf Boreas. Sure, they could have nerfed him less, but they had to nerf him. But they learned from that mistake, and that's a good thing, right? Ever since that Boreas incident, we haven't had an incident like that until now. People are saying about Ingrid, right? Now, the other thing that power creep makes can make a problem is if you release too many strong heroes back to back to back and accelerate the pace of the game too quickly. Basically meaning if you release a Silas, and then you release a Boreas, and then you release a Hotsut, and then you release another Silas within a short time period, then power creep also gets accelerated too fast and it doesn't become enjoyable. It's mainly about the pace of progress, right? It's mainly about pace of power creep, how fast it accelerates. And for that, I have to say, Watch of Rams is doing a very good job currently, and I don't think we have to be worried about that like some of y'all are worried about it. Of course, heroes are getting stronger, but if we take a look at really at the releases, right? If we go and take a look at the releases, we have not seen a hero, a marksman, that is as potent as Silas. Of course, we have not seen someone like a Arrogance as well, or a Hex, right? The only new creeps that have creeped up kinda were the lords. The ancient exclusive lords, that's where the power creep comes in. That's where we've seen quite a bit of power creep coming in lately. But outside of that, we haven't really seen that much, right? Let's just put it that way. So in that aspect, we'll be fine. And you also have to think about, right, the other power creep. We have Comet, who's been there ever since and is still the strongest DPS mage in the game with the highest burst window. We have Silas, who's been pretty much on release, right, a few weeks after, and no one gets to him. And then we have, in terms of the buffers, we have Dolores, we have Elowen, we have Leia. These people have all been there since release. Now, of course, the thing about supports is they usually don't get power creep that fast, mainly because it's harder to power creep supports, because as soon as you start power creeping supports, the whole balance of the game gets a problem, because then all of the heroes will be buffed, right? If you have a strong hero that power creeps previous heroes, let's say you have a new Silas, quote unquote, then that new Silas will be good in all the marksman content. But if you have a new Elowen, quote unquote, that will just hypothetically have double the amount of rage regen, just do something ridiculous, right? Has double the amount of rage regen, she will be everywhere viable, not just marksman content. So that's why in most of these games you will see mainly DPS heroes getting power creep over the likes of supports. Supports will get power crept slower. And then we have, take a look at other really DPS, right? We have Silas, then we have Arrogance, who's also been here for a while. We have Hotsut has been here for a while. We have Comet has been here for a while. Even Boreas has been here for a while nowadays. So really, the only real issue we have is not the power creep itself, right? It's not the power creep, it's the hero exclusivity. Yeah, I don't know how to say, but you get me. It's that it's not the power creep that is an issue in Watcher, as all of these heroes have been here for a while. Even Praetus and Valderon have been here for a long time yet. It is really that they're so exclusive. The new wave of power creep is not the problem that there's too many new strong heroes coming, right? It is really just that the new heroes that are super strong are exclusive lords, and they cost money. And that is an issue. That is an issue, and that's a completely different issue. That's an issue of exclusivity. I hope I said it right. Over power creep itself. But power creep itself, as my statement, is not a problem. You don't have to worry about that. what we have to worry about is that ancient exclusive route they've been going lately with Watcher of Realms, right? I think it's a dangerous path to take. It's a very pay to win path to take. I think if you have strong heroes in the normal summon pool, it's a way easier for normal players to get their hands on good heroes. And it's kind of the Raid Shadow Legends way, if you think about it, right? And with their void shards, it's something I don't want to see here in Watcher of Realms. And that's kind of my issue. I think that's the real problem. So yeah, as my statement, basically, I think power creep is fine in Watcher of Realms. It's just we need to be worried about these ancients. Let me know what you guys think about these ancients. I think it is kind of scary that we have so many good heroes in the ancients, especially lords, because they are so exclusive. It reminds me of Raid Shadow Legends a bit. But yeah, let me know your opinion about that. Do you think that's a problem? Is it an indication of a direction that they're going that you don't like? Because for me that's the case. And about power creep itself, like I said, I don't think power creep itself is a problem. I think it's the hero exclusivity, the exclusive heroes on the ancients that are a problem. With that said, I hope you all have a blessed day. I'm Ronaldo. Stay tuned for more, a lot more content to come, and I'm out. Peace.